There's a proposal to restrict all lead in ammunition for hunting and sport shooting. This has been on the cards now for quite some time. The European Chemicals Agency, which is the EU agency, they made a big assessment, and now earlier this year the European Commission made a legal proposal, and in that it states precisely how and when lead should be banned for hunting and sport shooting. The file is now with the European Commission and the member states in a committee called the EU REACH Committee. So they've discussed that in February, in April, and they're also discussing it in 2 weeks again. There hasn't been much information in the public about this, but many can see 2 weeks ago the agricultural ministers in Europe discussed this file, and 12 member states flagged issues with it around security and defence, conflicts with Europe's ammunition manufacturing sector, and also calls for increasing timelines for the hunting community in particular. This is a huge issue. Of course, FACE is following this carefully. The file is with member states now, and it's difficult to know the end point of this file, but as the year progresses, maybe later in the year or early next year, there's likely to be a vote and the file will leave the EU REACH Committee, and then it can be taken up in the European Parliament. But it's a big file for Europe's hunters because it will directly impact all of Europe's hunters, and our approach to this is really to ensure that we have a fair and workable piece of legislation with enough time to transition.